Hey everybody, I'm Jack. This is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope y'all had a nice weekend. Didn't get a video out yesterday. I was just having I didn't really feel bad, like terrible sick, but I just woke up, had a low energy day, didn't have much appetite, had the slightest tick of a headache, so I just basically stayed in bed all day. It was a good day to do it. It was rainy, overcast, so yeah, I just powered back up, back to normal today on the watermelon juice and mango, and ready to do a video. And I want to start the week by talking about how to make the raw food diet work for you and how you need to be realistic. Guys, I do videos every day, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you go down and hit that subscribe button now. Then be sure you click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. How to make the raw food diet work for you. I want everybody to focus on for you. Even repeat it a few times, because sometimes when you repeat things, that sinks into your consciousness. I'm going to start really kind of enunciating every thought I have and kind of explain it out, because little pieces get left out. Sometimes somebody will ask me a question or make a comment and I'm like, well, did you wait for the end of that sentence, or what is going. The number one thing is stop wishing. Listen, I'm going to tell you something here. That's the part about reality. Reality, and this is going to be a little harsh for some of you maybe, reality doesn't give a damn about how you feel. Reality doesn't give a damn about what you think. Reality doesn't give a damn about your circumstances. Reality is basically reality. It is what it is. So one thing, I'm going to go through a few things that I see people doing that I just think is detrimental to them. And wishing. Stop wishing. Wishing, 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 wishing. I won't say the thing, but you can wish in one hand and blank in the other and see which one fills up. All I ever see online, and I've seen this for 7 years, and I get it myself, and I understand, I wish, that's ironic, isn't it? I'm talking about how I wish. But no, you understand what I'm saying. I would like, oh sure, best case scenario, I'd love to have access to all the fruit that I had back when I was in Costa Rica. That was heaven. That was like, it's like I left Eden for this lifestyle. But I'm not there. I'm not there right now. So all the wishing in the world is not going to get me regular mammy sapote in my hands every day. It's not going to get me papaya all the time. It's just wishing. It's useless. Other than just kind of reminiscing and in thinking back on the fruits I had there and the fruits that I will have there again in the future, it's wishing. That's just basically a waste of time. So stop wishing. Well, I wish I could get mangoes in my area. I wish I could get watermelon. Well, you can't get it. That's it. So what are you going to do about it? You've got two choices. You can either do one and everybody, I couldn't do that. Just pull up my whole life. You can leave. Leave. If it has to do with your area and the stuff you're not getting, or even your circumstances, leave the circumstances. Now I know, before even anybody says, that's not realistic for everybody to leave your location or to leave whatever circumstances you're in. Maybe it's a living circumstance, maybe it's this or that, but that's the reality of things. You have to this is my situation, this is this is my economic situation, this is my living situation, this is what's available in the area. That's what I've got to work with. Everything outside of that, the wishing and this and that and the other, that has nothing to do with anything, because that's not your reality. So you're basically just using brain power, wasting time, focusing on something that is not in your day-to-day, within your reality. And going also to that, I had it listed differently, but I just wanted to really stress this. Stop focusing. It's kind of like focusing on the negative. Stop focusing on what you don't have. A lot of times people will write to me, instead of just saying, well, this is what I've got in my area, focused on, well, this is what I have. Well, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have blah, 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 blah. I'll go back to what I said about wishing. That means nothing when you say that. When you talk about what you don't have wherever you are, no matter how nice it would be to have it, no matter how essential it may be, once again, you're just babbling words, because that has unless you're going to leave, you have two choices. Once again, your situation, your location, what you're doing, you can either uproot, leave from that situation, or you can plug it in and make things work under the circumstances which you live with day to day. So let's get to, let's get reality based here. I think that's the biggest thing, and especially that's why the flowery and the kind of woo-woo language doesn't resonate with me as much, is because it's not reality. Reality is about what I have here. I've got a cantaloupe right here. That's my reality right now. I haven't had many cantaloupes. In fact, last year I was saying, oh man, I'd love to have a cantaloupe. And I'm going to use that language. I mean, part of it's just part of the language. Yeah, there's always going to be things that I'm like, oh, I wish I could get some of this, or I wish I had some of that, but it's not. So this is my reality. What I can put my hands on, what's in my stores around here, that's my reality. And that's what you need to be focusing on, because everything you're focusing on outside your reality is just basically a mental exercise, is mental masturbation. You're just going through the motions on something. Very similar, kind of ties in a little bit, is stop comparing. Stop comparing the circumstances, or stop comparing, and that can cover a lot of different areas. But I see that all the time too. I always like comparing to somebody else. And it's a lot of times it comes in the form of excuses. Well, so-and-so can do this because so-and-so and so-and-so. Once again, I've got a theme going in this one, reality. That has nothing to do with your reality. Once again, that's just mental chatter that you're going through in your head, which, yeah, maybe this person does have amazing circumstances. Maybe this person has lots of money, so they can, buy anything they want. If they don't have what they need in their area, they can order it. And maybe some people don't have a lot available in their area. Not necessarily they have a lot of money, but they happen to be in a geographical area where they can find a lot of good fruits and vegetables for this lifestyle, which was like I was when I was living in Costa Rica. It was not so much, it was very available to me everywhere, but it was also at a price where I could afford my fruit, all the time. So yes, stop comparing yourself to others, and just really, like I say, get all the external out of there. Get all the stuff out of there that really has nothing to do with you and how you do this lifestyle. And then just get real selfish and just focus on you. Focus on people that are in similar circumstances. These just big random, I'm following so-and-so, or I'm connected, or I'm in this Facebook group. Hone that down. Facebook groups are about to change a lot, and Facebook is really focusing on them. I think everybody always sees a Facebook group as something, oh, well, let's see, what's the topic here? Well, let's get a good name and let's see how big we can make this group. But Facebook groups can be used for all kinds of things. And I would really suggest that more people out there form small Facebook groups. And you can have a closed group, you can have a private group, you can have a group that doesn't even pop up in searches. And you could form a community. You could form a community anywhere from 3 to 5 to 10 to 20 people. But you form a community that's similar to you, that looks like you, that's in the circumstances that you're in. And that just makes a lot more sense. And if you've got somebody in the group that's actually thriving under similar circumstances as you, all the better. That's all I'm ever trying to do on this channel, is give people the simplest answers, the quickest path to the destination. And it's pretty much the same advice I've given before when it relates to illnesses, or when it relates to any sort of issue with the body on this lifestyle. Maybe it's not an illness, but maybe it's a health issue with the body. Is you find other people that have done what you're doing, have had good results, and you emulate them. Now, I'm not saying we find somebody. Everybody, even within similar circumstances, is going to be unique, is going to be different. So I'm not saying grab somebody, close to you or that has similar and do it exactly like they do, but emulate successful people. And that goes across the board to a lot of different subjects. It doesn't have to necessarily do with food, but I just see a lot of banging heads against the wall, and it's all goes back to, and I'm not trying to be a little Pollyanna here with the focus on the positive, but it really is focus on the positive. Focus on the things that you have in your life, in your day-to-day, that make this lifestyle work, and don't focus on the things you don't have. Because the things you don't have are really a non-conversation, because, like I say, in that circumstance. And ask yourself this, and I'll finish off with this. The next time you're doing that, the next time you're wishing, the next time you're feeling sorry for yourself, the next time you're making excuses, step back for a second, a little mindfulness here, and say, I have two choices. I have two choices. I can either leave my place, situation, circumstances, or I can just focus on what I do have in my world, what I do have available to me. And I mean, come on now, that's just, I don't even know that I needed to do this. This is mostly just common sense stuff, but just focus on what you have, less focus on what you don't have. It's just like, prioritizing the time, prioritizing the space in your brain or whatever. But anyhow, just a few thoughts on that. Hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.